Have the 6th pick in the draft, and as you see, Mel Kiper Jr. in his latest mock has them taking the superstar receiver, Jamar Chase from LSU, which would be awfully nice for any quarterback that they have there. But so does this mean, Mel, again, it is not your expectation, Mel Withersfield Yates as well here today. Does this mean, and again, your mock has them taking Chase anyway, right, but the signing of Flacco, does that, in your view, close the door on any possibility that they draft a quarterback at number 6?
I didn't think they would even going in before Flacco. When you think about Joe Flacco, why is he an Eagle? Think about the Baltimore Raven connection with the Philadelphia Eagles and Joe Douglas and Joe Flacco, who drafted him. Where did he win a Super Bowl with the Baltimore Ravens? So there's always that connection you can always go to when guys are picked up later in their career. So I think for Joe Douglas bringing in a Joe Flacco, you think about what he was doing with the Jets, in terms of the situation there, and then you got the Philadelphia Eagles there, same type of thing, that Raven connection. So I think when you look at backing up Jalen Hurts right now, I don't think he's a threat. I think Jalen's the guy. Get Jamar Chase and go forward with him and help Jalen Hurts and then reassess after the year is over. And I think that's what they will do. I think that influence with the Raven organization in Philadelphia is a factor. I think it's a factor throughout the league, Greeny, and it always is. So Joe Flacco is a good backup. He came into the league the same year Matt Ryan did, and Matt Ryan's still playing great football. Of course, he didn't win a Super Bowl, but Joe Flacco did. But I think it's a good situation to have a Joe Flacco there behind a Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts gets hurt, your season's not over. I think Joe can still play, but I think this is Jalen's team right now. Heck, I thought it was Carson Wentz's team. That didn't work out. But I think if you get Jamar Chase, you help Jalen Hurts, and then you make a decision after this year whether in the 2022 draft you have to maybe think about drafting a young quarterback.
Field, same question to you. Does this mean in your mind that the Eagles are out of the quarterback market at 6?
It does not, Greeny, and here's the simple reason why. I agree with everything Mel said, and I'm going to double back to that in just a moment. I just have long believed that if you are convinced a player can be a franchise quarterback, that if he's available at pick 6, you have to at least consider it if you're Philadelphia. Now, that being said, all the indications this offseason, from the previous reporting from Mort about the Eagles' sort of plan to build around Jalen Hurts this year, plus the signing of Joe Flacco, which at least gives them a veteran option at the very least, at a relatively modest price, by the way, $3.5 million. There are so many signs that the plan this year is to find ways to make Jalen Hurts better. So I still believe that ultimately the Eagles are going to be in prime position to land one of the best pass catchers in this year's draft. But a quarterback should not be entirely ruled out. And that's just me having seen the league long enough to know that sometimes teams do things that catch us by surprise, even if they should not have caught us by surprise.
All right, so Marcus, I'm putting you on the clock at number 6. You're the Eagles, and Justin Fields and Trey Lance are still on the board. It's not what we expect. It's not what happened in Mel Kiper's mock. But let's just live in a world where those guys who are so highly touted are sitting there. Do you take one?
No, G. And I changed my tune after the signing of Flacco, because now you see the veteran presence. Look what all of these teams do with young quarterbacks. They put a veteran in the locker room. They work together, keep that room together for a young quarterback to try to mature and go through this. But let's not get this twisted. Like, I know I want Jalen Hurts to have a lot of success, but what is Philly team going to look like? Like this, they have so many holes to fill on this football team. And Jalen Hurts, when he starts the first game this year, it will be his 5th game as a pro. So we all talking about we want to evaluate Jalen Hurts and we want to see where he is. And I expect him to do some good things. He's athletic. He's a good football player. He thinks the game at a very high level. But Jalen Hurts is not in a position to have success. The Philadelphia Eagles are bad. That's a bad football team around Jalen Hurts. So we can continue having this conversation about we want to see if Jalen Hurts can become whatever. Jalen Hurts is going to be surrounded by a lot of bad football players starting his 5th game ever in the NFL.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.